Read about this story in Newsday, and I figured no person would do a better job talking about this than Rich Kaplan, our aviation expert, about Frontier Airlines. A little bit of a problem at MacArthur Airport. And Rich, fill us in.
Absolutely, Howie. Frontier Airlines will end flights to New Orleans, Miami, and Fort Myers, Florida from Islip MacArthur Airport effective April 8th. Officials at Frontier Airlines said that they are discontinuing the services due to lack of popularity. This also may be due to the season, though. The flight started in October when hurricane season is in bloom. A representative from Frontier said they do not know when the flights might resume. This could also be due to direct competition from Southwest Airlines, which all but dominates Islip MacArthur. Frontier flies to a number of cities, including New Orleans, Chicago, Atlanta, and Minneapolis. Frontier Airlines is based out of Denver, Colorado. They operate an all-Airbus fleet of aircraft to cities throughout the United States. Long Beach travel agent Helen Percillo stated that people book flights up to a year in advance. She stated that she can't put people on an airline that may or may not be flying to their destinations in 6 months if they decide the route is not profitable. The airline stated that the suspension of these routes could be seasonal depending on demand for these routes, which means that these routes could actually come back. The airline has been flying out of Islip for 6 months, and with every new city we come into, the airline is learning the market as they go, according to Frontier's Vice President for Commercial Operations, Daniel Schurz. Many customers say the changes have been frustrating because of the fact that they had no warning that the airline was going to do this, which is understandable. I believe very strongly that Frontier Airlines is a good airline, but unfortunately needs to research these routes better before they commit to them. Because if you're going to commit to a route, say from New York to Miami, A, you got to take into account the popularity of that route, B, the other airlines that fly this route, and C, the demand for that route. I find it hard to believe that demand for Miami is low, considering that American Airlines flies a 767, which is a huge airplane, out of JFK to Miami, and sometimes even flies a 777. So there's definitely something very off about this, and in the coming weeks I'm going to research this more and try to find out what's going on. But in the meantime, I believe very strongly that Frontier is profitable. They are flying to Myrtle Beach and to San Juan. They're starting those services up out of Islip. And they're a good fit for Islip because Islip right now doesn't have a lot of airlines flying out of there, Howie. They only have Southwest, American, Elite Airways, which is seasonal, and Frontier. So Frontier is a big deal for them, and I don't want to see Islip lose it. I really don't, because I believe Frontier could be very profitable.
Okay, great job, Rich. And it seems sometimes when something new takes over, like when a new restaurant opened, there's always little problems and quirks, and sometimes it takes almost a year to get things rolling, and maybe this is the case here, that they just need more time to work out all the quirks.
Absolutely, Howie. I think that the quirks really come when you look at the cities that they're flying to. For example, Fort Myers is not a very big deal unless, of course, you're a passenger on that flight. And there is a passenger out of Levittown who was quoted in the article as saying that she's already flown this flight 3 times. She loves it. It's direct. Now she's going to have to take the Tampa flight and drive 3 hours to Naples, which is horrible. So, you know, it's a big deal. There's a doppelganger effect when an airline pulls a route. And I think that we as Long Islanders, we need to just let Frontier know that we love their service, we love their flights, we pretty much love them, and that we need this. So as long as the airline has demand for these routes will continue. So if you're a flyer, you're looking to go to Florida, and you're looking for a cheap fare, I think Frontier is the way to go.
Okay, Rich Kaplan, thank you very much.
Thank you.